This is a matchup we have been waiting for. Two elite wide receivers. They bring a great skill set and swagger, hoping to use this showcase to show they are the top receiver in the country. Welcome to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and LSU Death Valley, home of the Bayou Bengals. As we'll see a top 5 team in this conference, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the LSU Tigers. The EA Sports College Football Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Bringing it out, it's Parker. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. Back, it's Raiola. Close to the tight end. He's got a man down the middle. Tackled at the 40. That'll earn a fresh set of downs.
How about that? That's the way to start a game. Some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
First down here at their own 40 as that big play gets the drive going and flips the field position. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking deep to the right side. And the deep shot falls incomplete. But wait, there is a flag on the play, so we'll check that out. So the holding call on the offense will back them up 10, and they'll try it again. First down here for this offense. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. He's swarmed by the defense. Both teams settling and looking to set the tone here, Kirk, in a game where there's a lot at stake for both teams coming in.
Yeah, both these teams realize this is a key game in the grand scheme of things. Late in a year like this, a winner may be able to look back at this as a game being the reason they finished strong.
A deep shot to the right. They try a downfield shot. It's a good effort there, but now it's third down.
Well, this defense has got to be aware that this quarterback and this offensive coordinator, they're not afraid to take shots. Here we see it early in this game, throwing the ball downfield. The defense has got to be aware. Keep those safeties back. Keep your eyes up. Try to keep a lid on this offense and look for some turnover opportunities.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Stop right there at the line. No gain.
Good job here by the defense on third down. Forget about throwing downfield. They go short, and they make them pay for it with a loss of yardage.
Offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it for the opening drive from their own territory. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Bit of a risky decision here to go for it on your own side of the 50, but guess what? They make it work. Keep the sticks moving.
He's looking to scramble. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Sixth play of the drive coming up. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Short pass finds the tight end. Tackled, but forced down.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
And the Huskers starting a new series here on 1st and 10. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Lets it go quickly. He makes the grab. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there. And the offense will have a 1st and goal.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Looking for a man. He escapes the pocket. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Nebraska.
Well, the script from the offensive coordinator works perfectly here to get this game started for this offense. Great job of mixing up a lot of different looks to get a read and a gauge of what this defense is up to today, and you're able to put 6 points up on the board. Great start.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. It's Durham. Picks up the first, looking for more. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Chris, it feels good to see an LSU team be able to run the football when you know they're going to run. I mean, they've been doing that forever. All the way back to like Jacob Hester and Kevin Falk. His ability to run the ball and catch out of the backfield. Leonard Fournette. And, of course, Clyde Edwards-Helaire on that great 2019 team. And now, LSU stable of backs again on this roster, too.
One play, and they're already past the 40. 1st and 10. Gets made on the outright. They make the tackle, but not before he reaches the 37.
Chris, a really great job here with the quarterback and the receiver. This is all about timing. The quarterback gets back, no hitch in his delivery, gets the ball out in front of the receiver where he can run away from the defender for a nice completion.
Looking to throw. It's Van Buren. Grab down the middle. It's Anderson. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. A completion sets up a 2nd down play. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Well, when you dial up man-to-man coverage, a lot of times you'll see that free safety back in center field. Here, because of so many receivers, he has to come up and play man coverage. Does a heck of a job of being in phase with the receiver and then getting his eyes up to knock that ball away. Nice play.
Bringing pressure. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a 1st down.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Looking for some space. It's Durham.
Chris, the advantage you have, obviously, from a quarterback standpoint, running the RPO, is you get time to evaluate that 1st and 2nd level of the defense and see where they're going. Unfortunately, the defense didn't show him much, and the back ends up taking it for just a few.
LSU now operating in the red zone. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. He's stopped, but he gets a 1st down.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat And this back, as good as we've seen all year, with the ability to accelerate through the hole, positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. It's Van Buren. He fires downfield. Freshman shows inexperience. Lucky it didn't get intercepted.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. Looking for 6. And is intercepted.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They've got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Quarterback keeps the football. Breaks free. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
2nd down after that one on the previous play. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made in space. Look out. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
The Huskers will line up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Raiola. Pressure is coming. He's looking deep down the middle. Backfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
I mean, I get trying to get the football to this receiver. He's one of the most talented guys in the country. But with 2 guys bracketing him, I don't know why you would make that throw. Should have been intercepted.
Incompletion makes it 2nd down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the 1st down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. Finds his man. It's Moore. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. The Cornhuskers pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Pulls it in outside the 10 and still running. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football out to the 25-yard line. This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. Gonna run it. It's Durham. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first period of play. And some big plays through the air have been a big part of the story so far. These receivers have shown up today. We'll see if this game gets out of hand before halftime. The crucial second quarter beginning right now. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Scanning the field. It's Van Buren. Running back grabs it on a screen. He breaks free. Breaks into the clear. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yards to set up the first set of downs.
And I don't think the defense had any clue that the screen was being called. They're getting off field, getting pressure on the quarterback, and that ball gets dumped. There's no one left to be able to slow him down from getting a big gain.
And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That play was perfectly defended. You know, sometimes as an offensive coordinator, you hit a ball, and it's time to mix some things up on what you show the defense.
Looking to the end zone. He makes the catch. Touchdown, LSU.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Extra point, knocked right down the middle. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Parker. And he's brought down to the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time. Looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside. Offense getting set. It's second down. To throw, it's Raiola. That's reeled in. It's Parker. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run. They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Receiver makes the catch. Tackled right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on third down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
The Cornhuskers with first and 10 here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. On the move now. It's a deep shot to the right. The pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
You know, they don't hit this downfield, but it gives you an idea of how much pressure this quarterback can put on this defense. They've got to cover all these receivers, worry about the running game, try to pressure the quarterback, and then deal with him when he breaks out and scrambles like that. He's a threat to run or throw.
Looking for a gap. It's Parker.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, what a grab! They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid game, getting closer to midfield now.
Okay, here they go. Big first down, good pickup, and they are off and running.
Swarmed by the pass rush, a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Second down now after the sack. Back to pass. It's Wyola. On the run, going to heave it downfield. Caught right near the sideline for a big gain. And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. The offense 2 for 2 on third downs in this drive, but this will be tough. It's third and long. Out of the gun now on third down. Fires it to the wideout. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there and brings up fourth down now.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
Needs a completion here on fourth down. Looking deep downfield to the left. And it's hauled in way downfield. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going.
Well, this coach isn't holding anything back today. Plenty of time left, and the confidence to go for it is very telling of the faith he has in his guys.
This offense shows its explosive ability. One huge play. They're set up just inside the red zone now. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Huskers. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building a lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Oh, and he dropped it. Very uncharacteristic play by this wide receiver. Second down.
Well, that's everything you want to see from an offense. Great execution. The line gave the quarterback time. Quarterback makes a great read, throws it to his guy. The receiver drops it. Now he's going to have to shake that off and get ready to make that next play.
Good completion to the tight end. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
A tough situation for the offense. Third and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. He is a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the cornerback gets him.
Really tight coverage here by this defense. Now, they give up the pass underneath, but do a nice job of rallying to the football to keep him short of that first down marker. And now we've got a decision here on fourth down.
Return brought down. Sets up the next drive. First play of the drive now. They'll start from the 32. To the air. It's Raiola. He'll throw it now. Grab down the middle. It's Hunter. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. See what that's about. Oh, they spot a holding call. That'll back him up 10 yards, and they'll try it again. Offense moving to a bunch formation. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Caught at the 30, still running. They finally make the tackle, but the defense gashed by that big gainer.
Boy, just a great job by this quarterback of being able to put this ball up into the air to give his receiver a chance to time that up perfectly for a huge gain for the offense.
Moves out of the pocket. Fires it on the move. Pass caught. Can he get in? Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a first and goal.
With that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
The offense trying to cap a really impressive first half, trying to punch it in here and build on this lead before halftime. Caught in the backfield. It's Isaac. Nowhere to run. A corralling for no gain.
This play's really well defended here by the defense. They try to sneak the back out. The defense is aware of it. Not only aware of it, keep him short of the line of scrimmage for a loss. Sometimes those backs can sneak out unidentified. This time the defense saw him.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Nebraska.
I mean, body blow after body blow. It just cannot get any worse for this defense. The offense, once again, driving the ball down the field, puts the ball into the end zone for another touchdown.
They convert the PAT, so the lead is now 21. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. They're going to run it here. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
Running out of time in the pocket. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. They bring him down, but a chance to turn that into points just before halftime.
Boy, we're just here in this first half, and this defense is all over it. That's their 2nd interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. Back to pass. It's Raiola. Looking for his big tight end. And that falls incomplete as time runs out in the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Huskers will kick it off to begin the second half. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Eager to get something going as we begin the third quarter, cut in to this huge lead. And the back now goes in motion. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. Breaking free at the 35. Stop out at the 39, but good enough for a first down.
Well, this is exactly where you find out what you're made of as a team. When you're trailing coming out of the half, how do you respond? Well, we know how this running back's going to respond. What a statement to get this second half started.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Grab behind the line. It's Durham. Play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss.
I'll tell you what, man, this defensive speed is electric. Great job of running to the football. Nowhere to go at all after that throw.
Pulls it in. It's Anderson. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Simple pitch and catch on the drag route. Quarterbacks love these routes because they're short throws. But those yards after the catch kind of pad your stats.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Looking to scramble. Extending the play now. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up.
Now, 4th down.
The ball near midfield. No punting team. The offense is going for it. 4th down, looking to throw for it. The pocket breaking down. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. Touchdown, LSU. They were not going to catch him that time.
This is what having an accurate quarterback is so important. 4th down, critical situation. He puts that ball right on his receiver. What I love to see is he not only picks up that first down, but he's got the speed and the awareness to take it to the end zone for the touchdown.
The extra point is good. Still a 2-touchdown deficit, 28-14. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Bringing it out. It's Parker. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Finds room at the 30. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Play action here on 1st down. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it.
Well, this quarterback's having one of those games you just dream about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him, or I think it would have been potentially another touchdown.
Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Looking deep downfield to the left. He's got it on the left side for a big gain. Worked out of bounds, but it's another big gain. This offense producing chunk plays through the air.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The Huskers will have 1st and 10 here. Back to throw. It's Raiola. He finds the running back in the flat. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2. The Cornhuskers will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. We're going to pass here on 2nd down. That's reeled in. It's Parker. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Trying for a touchdown here. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
You talk about a tough matchup for this defense down in this area. What are you going to do? Quarterback puts it up in the air, and the big tight end goes over the top of everybody for the touchdown.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
LSU 14.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Second down play coming up. And now the running back's got it again. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Caught near the sticks. It's Anderson. And he rolls out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
With the catch, it's Anderson. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 27.
When you throw an out route against man coverage, and it puts a premium on a receiver who can set up the defensive back to be able to still have room to get to the outside and be timed up with a quarterback. That was great execution.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play.
Not only does the defense stack him up at the point of attack, but he was instantly pushed backwards. The defense was prepared to defend the RPO.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Looking downfield, it's Van Buren. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
I talk a lot about defensive ends arguably being some of the best athletes on the field. Here's an example of a guy that's just too quick off the edge for the offensive line to be able to contain. He got in there in a heartbeat and came up with that sack.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now fourth down.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
He knocks it through with confidence.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50 plus.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. He'll start at the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking downfield. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
This quarterback has been in rhythm the entire game, and Chris, with this pass, he's got now over 400 yards on the afternoon. What a day.
Quick throw to his receiver. Receiver makes the catch on a comeback route. And that game moves the ball across midfield. First down coming up from the 46.
You talk about a dream football game at the college level. This guy's now over 400 yards passing today.
First down. We're going to throw the football. Looking for the wideout. With the catch, it's Hunter. They make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28. Just checking the stats after that last completion. He's approaching 450 passing yards now.
Boy, this guy's doing everything right to be able to have a day like this. He drops back, he finds these open receivers, and he puts the ball right on the money. And how about the receivers, the job that they've done being able to make plays after the catch today?
Dropping back, it's Raiola. Defense is coming after him. Using his legs on the scramble. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
Okay, ready?
And notice how the balance of this passing game's been on display here. A whole bunch of guys getting involved in catching passes. That's tough to stop. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Lets it fly to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. I mean, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence in what he can do.
Caught behind the line. It's Mills. Touchdown, Huskers. They continue to roll up the score. That's another passing strike from this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ballgame.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage because right now it is not working.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They were fortunate to get points on the last possession because of a long-range field goal. On first down, it's play action. The pass rush closing in. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Good time here to drop this screen in for the offensive coordinator, and a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
That completion sets up a third down play.
Here we go, set.
A play action, looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Parker. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Man, really good job here by the defense, flying around, recognizing the ball is out, and then making the tackle short of the first down.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice.
Here we go, here we go.
Fourth down, he's throwing for it. Finds his receiver, that's enough for the first down. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
That's why you practice and work on these routes. When you get to a fourth down, you trust the receiver to run not only a good route, but know exactly where he needs to go to be able to get the distance for that first down.
And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Grab behind the line. It's Durham. They make the stop, but not before he gains the first down. The screenplay works.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. Looking for some space. It's Durham. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and tried to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
Looking to pass. It's Van Buren. It's an out route. The catch made, and he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
When he can't quite come up with the interception, it would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up fourth down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board, and now the offense has a chance to kick a field goal by that missed opportunity and dropping that interception.
And he's throwing for it on fourth down. He's running out of time here. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on fourth down.
What a great job by this defense, really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the fourth quarter on a fourth down play. They step up yet again. Now you give the ball to your own offense, you work that clock, and you seal victory.
And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking. Move right down the field for a touchdown. Off the play fake on first down. He escapes the pocket. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They bring him down, but it's a big play all the way to the 43.
Chris, how about this approach by this offensive play caller? Up big, fourth quarter, and they're still taking shots downfield looking for more points. I think they're trying to rub it in here a little bit.
And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Makes the grab. It's Hunter. Tackle made after a big gain.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
The Cornhuskers lining up here on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position.
Boy, another great pass by this quarterback. You know, you really got to give a lot of credit to the offensive coordinator and the quarterback today. They protected the ball well, but maintained a calculated level of aggression in keeping this game out of reach from their...
And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Nebraska.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play called, and continuing to put points on the board.
Extra point splits the uprights. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start with the 25. Offense is back out on the field. Well, time running out. Serious urgency here. Can they score and score quickly?
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Offense trying to find a way to get this drive going. It's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Running back has it on a screen now. And he's brought down. Good job by the defense getting through the blockers, but he stopped short of the first down. One of those critical third down plays coming up. That's caught. It's Anderson. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Looking downfield. It's Van Buren. On the move now. And left with no option. Just has to throw it away.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Finally make the tackle, but not before he crosses midfield. First down to the 44. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10?
Offense does a really nice job of timing up this screen pass, using the defense's aggression against them here. And the back's able to navigate his way for a first down.
Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. Second down after that previous play. He'll hand it off. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
Caught over the middle. It's Parker. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Tigers.
Love this never-say-die attitude from this quarterback. He's still slinging it out there. This game's out of reach, but this guy's still putting the ball in the air, and this one's a touchdown.
And the extra point was up and good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
Number 90 set to kick off.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Scanning the field, it's Raiola. Tries the right with a quick throw. Makes the catch and gets his foot down. What a play. Good for a first down.
Chris, I'm kind of surprised they're still taking shots downfield. They got a big lead. We're in the fourth quarter. Run the ball. Get out of Dodge. Keep everybody healthy.
One play moves the ball to the 45. It'll be first down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Now takes a hit but lets it fly. That's a one-handed grab way downfield. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down. Another big play for this offense, Kirk. They are not throttling back here, even with a comfortable lead in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, this defensive coverage seems one step behind the entire game. Even when they call the right coverage, the offense has made the plays that they need to be able to put points on the board.
And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Hey, I get the passing the football has had a lot to do with you building up this big lead, but at this point in the game, man, take care of your players, get them out of here healthy, run the football, and get out with a win.
And he's back to throw again on second down. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Finally, the defense is able to come up with a play on this drive. Let's face it, this offense has been able to put things together. Quarterback's had a nice drive, but finally, great job of getting the pressure and getting after that quarterback.
So here comes third and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Grab down the middle. It's Mills. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now. And a a timeout is taken with just 1 second remaining in the game.
Nebraska.
And the Huskers will look to convert here on 4th down. Trying for a 4th down completion. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
This is an impressive performance. They played a good football team here today, Kirk, but they just dragged them behind the woodshed and dominated from the start. This is going to catch people's attention.
Yeah, I think most people are going to be in awe when they look at the results of this game. Unbelievable job by this team, dealing with the expectations, the pressure, and as you said, playing a good team. This was a big-time win and an opportunity to really continue to move up.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.